say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. For the NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox on to punt for the Lions.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Able to get there and pick it. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Swift.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
On 4th down, Goff. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goodwin able to hold it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 12, Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on the first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Jack Fox now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Mayfield now.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mayfield with it once more. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. There he goes left side. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run with Swift.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Barnes in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Here comes Grant on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown Bears! Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 78 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run with Chubb.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield on the move to his left. This is caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down now, Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Marquise Goodwin, 41 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Raymond now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Swift's got the first down and then some.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. This time, the extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. That one looks like he'll throw here. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4.